την κυρία Άννα Mutak, σύμβουλο πληροφορικής στον τομέα εκπαίδευσης για τη Microsoft Κεντρικής και Ανατολικής Ευρώπης, Μέσης Ανατολής και Αφρικής. Transforming Education with AI το θέμα της.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests. Thank you to the Mandolida School leadership for having me here today. I'm very honored to have the opportunity to talk about this pivotal moment in the education that we are all witnessing. My name is Anna Mutak, and I'm an industry advisor for Microsoft Education in Microsoft Central and Eastern Europe, Middle East and Africa. And today I will be talking about how AI is shaping the future of learning and how Microsoft can support you with this very important task that we all have to prepare citizens of tomorrow for the new world that is evolving in front of our eyes. As we are all aware, we are no longer preparing students for repetitive and uniform tasks, but for a future where adaptability and creativity and problem solving are the most important skills we focus on. In my journey with Microsoft for the last 6 years, I have witnessed amazing changes and openness and willingness of different school leaders who have boldly taken big steps in shifting their perception and that have implemented modern technologies in their classrooms. Many of those schools are exactly from Greece. So I feel like now we are leading a different conversation, one that is not questioning if we should be implementing modern technologies in our everyday teaching, but rather what from such a vast number of technologies can we use and how can we use it to improve learning and to improve teaching process. So that's my focus today, and this is what I want to talk to you about. And this is not an easy task, even sometimes scary for someone, but every changes and we are growing together. It's an ongoing process of mutual collaboration. I keep reaching out to the teachers and leaders and ministries, all of our customers, to understand which solutions and which methodologies are making you a better teacher, are making you a better leader. And one thing I have to say, that no matter what, it's always an inspiring process. There is a whole new world of possibilities which we can really use to improve our lives and our jobs. Leaders have in their day-to-day work. We see a pattern. Similar challenges seem to pop up in different areas worldwide. So now, look, these can be more or less true for your particular school or country. However, research that has been done by vast amount of different educational NGOs shows similar results. So mostly, as one would expect, they are focused on students. So how to meet the needs of every student in your classroom and how to help them maximize their potential. We know that a modern student of today, has a different attention span that they used to have. We know that the world around them is so stimulating that we need to step up and build a more inclusive and more personalized learning environment. Also, there is a rise of students experience different neurodiversity challenges, and that is no less important. Other thing that pops up is teacher efficiency. So often studies show that teachers are overwhelmed by the administrative work primarily that they need to do, which that takes off the focus from what truly matters, and that's teaching, of course. Or they report staff shortages or inadequate IT resources for their support. So challenges may differ. Whatever you are now facing in your school, in your country, the goal is always to improve student outcome and to maximize teacher engagement. And of course, prepare students with a set of skills that they will need for the future jobs. So that's our goal as well. And this is where we focus. We understand those challenges. We understand how it's not always easy, and how a huge responsibility is on your shoulders. So we are trying to support you with that and help you with that. And we are always here for feedback and for how to improve. I want to talk now about the learning accelerators, or how to accelerate learning. The potential of AI in education is truly vast, and it's promising. AI can improve accessibility by providing personalized learning experiences for students with such diverse needs that they have. It can foster creativity and critical thinking by offering these interactive and truly immersive learning environments. AI also has the potential to close the achievement gaps, I would say, by providing targeted support to students who need it the most. And moreover, for the school leaders, it can really enhance the efficiency of the institution by automating routine tasks, by providing data-driven insights, which then inform you about the decision making or make it easier for you to uh, uh, make a decision. So when we are talking about accelerated learning, of course, we have student in focus. We are talking about helping students catch up, helping students keep up and get ahead. Um, Skill development begins at a very young age. So research constantly shows that early childhood schooling and primary education are critical in laying that foundation for cognitive development. This is where the seeds of essential skills are sown, and skills then got amplified and multiplied through the experiences and learning that occur later in life. So in these formative years, the scaffolding is built for abilities that are critical to both personal success and social advancement. When we speak of abilities and skills, we often talk about the broad categories that help individuals succeed, right? So at the highest level, skills fall into two major categories. So cognitive and analytical aptitudes, and then interpersonal aptitudes, which include communication, collaboration, and so social and emotional skills. And it's easy to recognize what is the importance of cognitive abilities. After all, they form the bedrock of academic success, and they have traditionally been the cornerstone of educational systems worldwide. But how the world is changing in today's increasingly interconnected and complex environment, it's no longer enough for students just to be proficient in analytical thinking or mastering a specific body of knowledge. Now more than ever, the ability to collaborate, to coordinate, and communicate effectively with each other is just as crucial. Okay, my next slide. Okay. Um, One more thing, and this is very important before I move to learning accelerators. We're always aiming towards personalized learning and prioritizing student growth, which is, of course, they are the subject of this matter. But we must not overlook you, educators and teachers and leaders who are dedicating your whole lives and your careers to shape the minds of these future generations to come. And as educators, you carry a tremendous responsibility on your shoulders. I understand it as a mother. And having a teacher that you can rely on, that has true and purposeful communication with parents and with our children, that's immense. Your job is so purposeful, but it also bears a lot of responsibility. So the challenge is both daunting, but it's exciting, I would say. You have this huge power to unlock potential, to ignite curiosity, to guide your students through this ever-changing landscape. I mean, it's super inspirational. Sometimes I envy you in a good way because of the purposefulness of your job. But then again, as I said, I'm a mother of three kids, so I very much respect to what you're doing and what you're investing in yourself and your classroom. So as teachers, you are tasked with much more than just teaching subject matter, right? You know that better than anyone probably. You manage classrooms, you differentiate learning styles, you navigate through the administration, you strive to provide a nurturing environment for every child in your classroom. Once I've heard this term architects for the future. Someone said that teachers are architects for the future, and I love that. You're the architects of the future. You truly are. And with this modern technology, rather than seeing it as a disruptor, I have to learn something new now. Maybe you can look at it as your powerful ally. So the right tools and innovations can really help you with time management and reclaim your precious time and give you the freedom then to focus on what truly matters and what you're here to do, and what I'm sure you're passionate about doing is learning and teaching and connecting with your students. Okay, so how do we make it happen? Let me get to the main point. I want to present to you today learning accelerators. I will not go into each and every one of those, although I love them and I really would, but I don't have the time. So the learning accelerators are designed to streamline the creation, review, and analysis of practice assignments while providing students with real-time coaching, right? So you can use reading progress to enhance reading skills. You can use math to accelerate math fluency, reflect for social emotional skills, speaker progress and coach for speaking abilities, and then search progress and coach to understand how you can search those vast amounts of information in online. So one of the things that I would just like to emphasize here is how truly important those learning accelerators are. They're super user friendly, they're easy to use. The students can learn by their own pace. They can really use this real-time coaching to help them build skills. And then at the end, you have the educational insights. So once your students go through each of these practices, you really can have real life data, where to focus next, which student needs more help, and it, in my view, helps with your job tremendously. And I really think that all of these five are targeted at such important tasks that we need to focus on with our kids, with students. One of the things that amazes me is how much there is work with current generation on understanding the critical filter. I have this with my own sons all the time. They come home with uncertified information they found online, and they're like, "Oh, mom, hear this, hear that," and they're giving me the information like it's 100%, and I know it's not. So teaching them how to fact check, where can you find reliable information, how can you know that the information is reliable, checking the domains, that's critical in our time and age. That is critical for children, for students to understand how to use the internet and how to improve on their skills, so they can verbalize stuff, so they can expand their vocabulary, and they can really be confident in the things they are saying and presenting. The next thing is more on the educator side. Copilot, I'm sure you've already heard for it, maybe already some of you use it. So Copilot is designed to work alongside educators, helping you with, those tedious, repetitive tasks that nobody wants to do. Think of it as your own personal assistant that you have been awarded with. I love Copilot. I use it daily. In education, you can use it for all sorts of things, to assist you with crafting lesson plans, providing personalized feedback. You can even brainstorm with it, so it can give you new ideas. With Microsoft 365 Copilot, you can even ask it to give you very, very personalized, specific understanding on how can you improve your teaching, how can you improve your lessons. There is a vast number of possibilities that you can do with this assistant, and the only thing you need to do is play with it, understand how it works, and really, like, when you start to using it, you will see all the benefits, how it can take literally an hour or two a day that you spend usually on these activities. I will now shift to my last slide. I had a little video here, but I don't have the time to put it on because I have 1 more minute. So I will put the link to my PowerPoint slides and you can look at it later. But I'm just to my last slide. So Microsoft Education AI Toolkit. This is a very comprehensive document that we've built to help leaders go through their AI journey. So I encourage you, do you see the QR code for my picture? Okay, you will have it in the slides. You can just scan the QR code or visit that link and it will take you to the Education AI Toolkit, where you will find all the information necessary. How can you advance on your AI journey? How can you start? How can you use the tools? How can you benefit from Copilot and everything else? So that's it for me today. I'm done with my time. Thank you so much for your attention. This photo was actually generated through Copilot. I use this prompt on the left. Make it Greek. I hope I made it Greek. I hope you love it. I hope you will use it and you will find it beneficial. Thank you for listening. If you need anything or you want to reach out to me, you can always do that. Here's my email. And thank you for your time. Enjoy the rest of the event. Bye.
Ευχαριστούμε πολύ την κυρία Μούτακ για